bottles. Check out our Unwine with Tasha K store. We got sweatshirts that say, nah, I gotta go and I ain't got it. We got crop top, wine mug, water bottles. We got it all, okay? So be sure to hit that link below. Come on up here, Simon. Come on, Simon Caldwell. I need you to blow this picture up because I need them to see this. Can you blow this picture up? Now, Simon has been with American Idol. Is it The Voice? How many shows has he done? The Voice, X Factor, The Voice, American Idol. And I just couldn't help how bad he's been dragging folks his whole career. He's been telling them they ain't gonna never be shit. You're horrible. You know, you should go back. You should go back where you came from and start over. Seek another life. I mean, the shit, I wish I could have put a compilation together of all the shit that he's saying. But I just want you to take a moment here and just marinate on this before and after. Do you see any drastic changes here in this man's face? So this is Simon before. Okay? This is when he was talking all that shit. All that shit on American Idol. And this is Simon now. Do you notice his eyes? Do you see this man's eyes? Look at his eyes. I can't see his eyes. Shay, I can't see his eyes. Do you see his eyes? Do y'all see his eyes? His eyes to me. I said, out of all that shit you've been talking all these years about folks, okay? People coming up showing their vulnerabilities, their insecurities. You know, telling you they spent their last to come up here and try to be the American Idol or the X Factor, The Voice. And you crush them. You got paid to crush. You got paid to magnify every fucking insecurity they had. And meanwhile, you can't sit in your insecurity. And you want us to sit back and not say shit about it. You want us to sit back and not point out your insecurity. Do you see how tight this man got his face pulled back? It looked like too extra tight. And listen. I don't watch porn, okay? I don't watch porn. Everybody don't watch porn, okay? And his eyes, as tight as they are, look at him. Just look at the before and after. He's scared to get old. You scared to age. You scared to let that skin sag. So you want to go get your pussy, your eyes pulled back like tight white pussy. Look at his eyes. Look at that shit. Tell me it don't look like them porn stars pussy on damn porn. Look at his eyes. Look like you could stick 2 penises through him. Look. But you wanna laugh at somebody insecure. They come on TV in front of millions of people. Millions of people. I think there was one joke. We had 3 women on the stage. One was skinny, one was big, and the other on the other side was skinny. He said it looked like Weight Watchers before, after, and then post. I said, and then meanwhile, you go see a plastic surgeon because you know you're on television. And you think you're going to somehow defy the gravity of age. And you ask your doctor to give you 2 pussy holes around your eye. You cannot make this up. Teddy, what you got to say about this? Teddy, look at this. Look at this. Yeah. Look at this. What is that? What's that chick name that look like my sister-in-law? And my sister-in-law look like white lady. Joan Rivers. He went and asked for Joan Rivers' eyes. He did. I cannot. Moving on. Antonio Brown. Now, normally, yes, I would drag Antonio. Plenty of reasons to drag him, but not today. I think the last 2 shows I've taken up for the brother, okay? And this one is one of them. And I have my reasons, because I feel that it's easy to label a black man because he's unhinged, crazy, or just demonize him and just, it's easy to just say he did this like he's an animal, or he needs a SWAT team outside of his house, okay? Engaging in a standoff with him because he threw a shoe at his baby mama's ponytail. Not at the bitch. At a ponytail. I should have clipped me a ponytail in like Charles White's wife. Because Charles White, I should have had me the clip. I got to get me one of them. Chelsea, write that down so I can get me one for next show. Because I want somebody to try to throw a shoe at my ponytail. Okay? Now, Chelsea, I think her last name is Creasley, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Kylis or Creasley, I don't know. Kyrus. Because I gave him the name. Yeah. Whatever her name is. This is not the first time Antonio has put the bitch out. Okay? Now, Antonio been in L.A. He got a house in Tampa. He let the baby mama stay in the house. They're not married, okay? They're not engaged. They're not even together, all right? Now, you guys know he recorded her the first time when he threw her shit out on the street. She called the police. Police said she had to leave. He moved another bitch in there that looked just like her, okay? But then he felt bad and let her move back in, and her dumb ass came back in, okay? And she been staying there, dragging his ass on social media, ain't paying a dime a damn rent. This man having to charge $30,000 just to do interviews to pay her bills. And then he out doing what he does, okay? Doing who he want to does. He come home, she mad. Now, everybody, I find it hard to believe that people just didn't take a moment to ask themselves, right? Why would the police issue a warrant or be in a standoff with Antonio Brown over a shoe being thrown at not her, but her ponytail? I mean, the shoe just hit the ponytail and it just slung. The ponytail just slung, okay? I mean, and nobody was in the house. Do you know what she did? You know what this sorry asshole did? Let me tell you what she did. She called him. And a lot of y'all can say easy, well, that what he get. That what he get. I done seen black women do it too, so they ain't excluded, okay? Miss LaTruth done did it. We're going to talk about Mrs. LaTruth on Tasha K Live after this show, okay? So there are black women that like to call the police and lie. And you know what happens? The police shows up because they're automatically programmed to think men like this, that look like this, that act like this, that they seen on television is just unhinged. They gonna show up with a SWAT team outside his door asking them to come outside. He refused to come outside because he knows what's probably going to happen in the moment, because this sorry asshole who ain't got nowhere to go, he done put her ass out on Instagram Live before, put her shit out in trash bags. So because he put her out this time, told the bitch, he was actually throwing a shoe at the door, it hit the bitch ponytail. She said, oh, don't throw my shit. I'm calling the police. She calls the police and tells the police that he hit me. He hit me with a shoe. She got her Megan Thee Stallion on. He hit me with a shoe. And Mr. Policeman in Tampa Bay said, oh, man, we're coming to the rescue. Absolutely. Get your dogs. Get your AK-47. We got us in the gate. You better get him, and I want him out in handcuffs, dead or alive. Y'all know Grady Judd down there in Tampa don't play. You know Grady Judd loves to get him one. He got to get him one for the books, for the teleconference, for the press conference, at least every 6 months. He gonna keep his ass in office. Grady Judd's the sheriff down there in Tampa. Okay? So she got the SWAT team outside this man's house. She done told him that he got guns in the house. And then he done hit her with a shoe. So they outside arguing with him in a standoff, telling him to come outside with his hands up for hitting this half white woman. Ponytail with a shoe. And he was just throwing her shoe out the door. He done asked the bitch to leave years ago. She ain't left. He done put her out this same house at least 4 times. 2 on camera that we saw. And if you ask me, listen, Antonio know. At any given chance, they need a reason to lock his ass up. Now, if he lets this hoe back in the house after she done called them folks down there to say he got guns and they know, and Grady Judd know how he feel about with guns, oh, she wouldn't have no place to stay. I'm gonna ship her back to Columbia. She going back to Columbia, wherever she's from. Columbia, she's a passer. What do they call it? She's a passer. Where she's able to pass. Yeah. Mulatto. She's able to pass. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why they issued the warrant. That's why they were in a standoff. That's why, okay? Because she lied. She lied. It's easy. Tell the police. With a gun. With a gun. Never mind the shoe. All they heard was with guns. In Grady Judd County. Moving on. Oh, speaking of guns.